Okay, this is just gonna be a raw video, no bullshitting around, no crazy editing. If you're here for the dopamine, just skip this video, it's not for you. So last Saturday I went out for dinner, or I was having dinner with a friend, another trader, and we were talking about how for a lot of traders it feels like their edge is profitable or their strategy is profitable, is working, they can make money, but the only thing that's holding them back is emotions. And they letting emotions getting a hold of them, like of themselves, and they just throw away a lot of profits, or they even blow up their account. And today we're gonna take a look and see if we can create a system in which you can overcome this and how we can actually become profitable. We all start off as beginners, and over the years we're trying to develop an edge, develop a system, a strategy that works, that makes us money, but we all experience emotions. Emotions are just part of trading. We all know this. We all struggle with emotions sometimes. If not, you're not human, so that's a problem. But when you start out, you're gonna find a strategy, figure out how it's working, and then you get to a certain point, whether it's after 3 years of trading, maybe after 1 year, 1.5 years, 5.5 years, 8 years, doesn't really matter. There comes a certain point where you feel like you can make money, but the emotions are holding you back. And in this video we're just gonna go over how we can overcome these emotions. First things first, we gotta figure out where it goes wrong, right? Otherwise we cannot change anything. Even if you know what you're doing wrong, get some pen and paper or open TradingView, and I want you to get paper with lines. And if you don't have, TradingView is going to be a little bit easier because you can change things a little bit easier and quicker. What I want you to do first thing is write down your day. Okay, leave a line in between every single time, so you have more room to write above the sentence you wrote earlier. Okay, so start with the second line. Write down your day as detailed as possible. Okay, so I woke up, for example, I woke up at 8 o'clock. I went downstairs, had bread for breakfast, went upstairs, did my morning routine, went to work. How did you go to work? What was the weather? Make it as detailed as possible. Think a little bit out of the box, but remember, keep a line in between. Because the second thing I want you to do is write down how you were feeling. Okay, so above all you left open lines to write above your day how you were feeling throughout the day. So I woke up and I felt X. I went upstairs, I ate bread and I felt X. And when I've eaten, I felt a certain way. And when I did my morning routine. Okay, why are we doing this? Why are we writing down our day? If you write down your day and you can literally see it, you can visualize it, you can reflect on it with literally seeing where you can improve. Okay, your strategy is not only technical. What do I mean by that? Like when we think about a strategy, it's like the fibs, the trend lines, the lines we draw on the charts. It's just not true. Okay, that's not only your strategy. Your strategy starts with your day. Like, we gotta think a little bit out of the box. When you figured everything out, your strategy is on point, you can trade profitably, there are just so many other things you can work on and change as well to improve your technical strategy. It's how you feel, your emotions, and where does that start? With how you go into your day and how you go throughout your day and what you eat, believe it or not, or when you get behind your charts. And some days are just not there to trade. Okay, so strategy is not only technical, and we are gonna work on everything but technicals. Okay, so for the experiment we're going to chatgpt.com. It's quite fun and you can do it yourself. And we're gonna ask him, can you create a simulation of a trading year for me using the following rules and data? And then 250 trading days on average, a win rate of 73%, average losing trade of $400, and then all the rules you have for yourself with trading. Okay, if you if you don't have rules, okay, if you cannot write down your rules, if you don't know, you got some work to do. Because if you don't have rules, you don't have a strategy, you don't have an edge, and you're not gonna make money. Okay, you got to be very clear with yourself. You got to hold on to your rules, and you got to create rules for yourself. Keep it simple, But if you don't have them, it's a big problem. So you're gonna need to do that first before you get back to this video. So we put in the prompt. We only stop trading for the day after 3 losing trades, or once we have passed 2500. The 2500 is not a hard requirement, but a general daily target. For example, I make an 8k trade, I pass the 2500 and the day ends at 8k, depending on the losses. Another example, if I make 2 winning trades of $300 and 1 loss of 150, but then afterwards winning trade of 4,500, I pass the 2500 and I'm done for the day. So you're putting in your rules, you're giving them some examples. So concrete rules. The daily loss limit of 1k is reached. There are 3 losing trades in one day. 2500 is reached or exceeded. That's when you stop trading. And then base the data on the following rules. This is data from the first 7 winning trades on an average trading day last month, if more than 7 trades were taken. So I did put in an average losing trade, but I put in, to keep it realistic, real results from real trades throughout the day from a scalper. Okay, so these are the days and these are the results. And what we're gonna do is let ChatGPT create a simulation for us. And the fun thing is, you're gonna see and actually like be blown away about how much you can make with trading if you do it correctly and if you follow your rules, but also if you figure out how to deal with your emotions. Okay, so maybe this is gonna make it a little bit easier. He's analyzing it, so once we get the results, I'll be back with you guys. ChatGPT worked out the prompt, and as you can see, the results are there. It's simulating $958,000. That's insane. But I gotta say, this is a trader who can trade really well with a high win rate, high upside, low like downside, and he simulated it with a fixed stop loss. The trader I'm using the data from is not trading with a fixed stop loss, so this is something I gotta change. So I'm gonna asking him, can you stop loss? So now it's gonna do it again, and we're gonna see what the outcome is. Why are we doing this? We are doing this to give yourself an idea of how profitable you can really be when you fix your emotion, which gives you more, and this gives you more motivation and maybe discipline to actually work on this problem and actually like know what you're missing out on with letting your emotions take over. Okay, so we gotta really fix this problem. This is so okay. So with a variable stop loss, max loss per trade, he created some rules for himself, but that's okay. It's just the general expectation, right? So it's $700 to $100, and as you can see, he's creating an outcome of still $900,000. That's insane. If you think about it, you can make almost 1 million in a year, and maybe if you have a good year, even more. Like, bro, like it's insane, right? So your outcome is maybe a little bit different than mine because I'm using stats of a very good scalper. But if you see what's possible, like see the simulation, or maybe even look at your own outcome. Maybe it's 200,000, maybe it's 400,000, maybe it's 100,000. It's crazy if you think about it, that you can sit at your desk from home and wherever on the world you are, you click buttons and you get this outcome. It's freaking insane. If you follow these rules, you get this outcome, okay? It's just, if you simulate your rules and you get this outcome, you know what's possible, right? And then I want to go over something that Paul says. It's just a small YouTuber, trader from United Kingdom, I believe. But in this video, he says something like, when I know what rules I have to follow for $80,000 per month, how stupid can you be to not do it? How stupid is it that you let your freaking emotions take over and ruin your your complete outcome of your edge. That's gonna prevent you from reaching that goal and that point, and that's and what's possible. So you've run your own simulation, you've seen mine, you know what you're capable of, what's possible, that the cap is unlimited. And if this isn't motivation on itself, motivational, to just follow these rules that you've put in ChatGPT. If you have an edge, you have rules, and if you follow these rules, you get the outcome you just got from your simulation, okay? And maybe even more, right? So there's no cap, it's unlimited, it's from home, it's like, bro, how can you not follow rules, okay? So get that into your brain. If you cannot overcome it, which I think is very, very hard to do, we're gonna try to prevent it. And how are we gonna do that, okay? Like we said, your strategy is not only technical. It goes throughout the day, and we can talk endless, like for hours about this, right? Because it has to do with food, with how you start your day, what time, where you live, how much sunlight you get, how if you work out. It's just so much we can talk about. But for now, just look at the day you wrote down, okay? We cannot take too big steps. We just gotta focus on what you can do now. So take the day you wrote down. Get a new paper next to it. Take the day that you wrote down and then write a new day down, but every single thing you want to improve. So take a look at what you wrote down, your day, and then start writing a new day, but improving every single thing, or try to think of improvement in every single way. So if you're talking about sleep, maybe you're always sleep late, you want to get out of bed earlier. So take your phone, take action, put another alarm in. Or maybe you are sleeping on the right times, but you're not sleeping deep enough because you have too much light in your room or whatever. See if you can darken your room. You know, you can literally improve in every single way. You gotta think a little bit outside of the box, but write a new day down of everything that you want to improve. And if you've done that, you can start working on these things, okay? So not everything at once, that's not possible, I think, but just start with how you start the day. Start with your sleep quality and getting out of bed, and if you improve that, start improving your diet, and if you improve that, start improving, I don't know, connection with your colleagues or whatever. You really got to think for yourself and reflect on that day. And we wrote down how we felt as well, or how did we feel in every single certain area. And then you got to write down on your new paper as well. So make sure you keep those lines or room or space to write something else as well. Write down how you think you're gonna feel once you do it, once you improve. I think it's gonna be better than what you wrote on the first piece of paper. I think you're gonna like, if you achieve better results, you're gonna feel better, which is has a positive effect on how you feel throughout the day, which has a positive effect on these emotions. And I want you to think about everything that you can improve, and then we're gonna take a look at how can we improve our trading itself, right? Because we want to prevent getting to the point where we start like letting ourselves go and the emotions take over. So if you wrote down your trading session, you can do this with only a trading session as well. Like it's best to do this with your day. Like just write out down your day, but then be really detailed and specific on your trading session. Okay, now we're gonna take a look at the trading session. How can we improve this? Okay, so if you wrote down, like, I got my first loss and then I got my second loss, and this triggered me to like take a revenge trade, and then I was able to stop revenge trading, but I started trading normally again, and then I took another loss, and then I let myself go. Like, write it down and see where it goes wrong, and then we're gonna try to create some more rules to make it easier for yourself to stop at a certain point. Purely looking at your trading session itself, it already starts with, how's your desk? Like, is it full of stuff and is it bothering you while you're trading, or is it creating too much noise? Maybe focusing on that. Okay, what times or what time or what sessions are we trading? Are we like behind the charts the whole day, which is not healthy? Like, maybe when you're a beginner, like when you're in this stage right here, You want to be behind the charts the whole day, okay? You wanna get that market experience. You wanna see how the market moves. You wanna get to understand connections and then how the market reacts to certain things and outcomes and whatever. You need to study and you need to grind, yes. But like a bodybuilder starts with working out for 5-6 times a day, and he's training, and then when he gets the muscle mass, he starts training less. Why does he start training less? Because he's doing more harm than good with breaking too much muscle fiber. Like when you trade for 5-6 days, you get little recovery, and in the beginning your body creates a lot of muscle mass, but when you eventually get it, more training doesn't mean the better. You need to train less to give your body enough rest so it can build itself. And the same with trading. You gotta grind in the beginning, and you gotta be behind the charts every single day. And you really gotta develop an edge, backtest, get market experience, etc. And then from a certain point, when you get there, so where we are talking about now, only the emotions are in the way. Okay, if only the emotions are in the way, you gotta trade less. Your brain can focus for a certain amount of time. Let's say you can focus for 1 hour, very good. You can just focus. But then after 2-3 hours, your brain gets a little bit fatigued and you cannot focus as well. That's also where there comes more room for emotions, right? So it also starts with what times and what sessions are we trading? Are we trading one session? And when are we trading in the session? Like I do. I trade New York Open. I get on my computer half an hour before New York Open. I make my analysis. I want to trade New York Open. I want to take the trade and then be out when I make my money as soon as possible. But when I'm not making money, I'm gonna keep on trading till I or make money, or I feel like, okay, my brain is getting mental, getting tired, and let's say I'm trading for 2 or 3 hours. And that sounds crazy maybe, but it really is what it is. If you trade too much, your brain get just too much information. You cannot, you don't have the overview anymore, and you start to lose money. You already feel tired mentally. There comes room for emotions. You're gonna make mistakes because you're not that sharp anymore, and the whole roller coaster starts. And you start revenge trading, and you have to stop, but you're not stopping because you feel like you gotta you just need to make the money back, and you need to trade, and that's fucking everything up. Sorry, that's just how it is, right? So we gotta prevent this from happening, and so maybe you gotta focus on trading for shorter amounts of times or for shorter sessions. And maybe if you're trading like a swing trader, and maybe if you're a swing trader, you gotta set alarms or notifications. Like once price gets to a certain point, you get back to the chart, and that's when you're looking. If you have created the system, you have created or using a strategy that works, and the emotions are in the way, it's 9 out of 10 times it's a question of time. Also the rest of your day and the people around you and how you feel, but you're making the decisions when you're behind the charts, and 9 out of 10 times it's just you're trading for too long, you're getting mental fatigued, and you keep on trading, and then you start making mistakes, and from there the whole roller coaster starts and you blow up an account. So maybe you should trade for short amounts of times. Yes, the market's very fun and you want to be behind it and you want to see it move and whatever, but if you have the system created and your goal was not to gamble but to make money, why would you you know where I'm getting at? If you see your simulation, right? You see your simulation, you have these rules and you need to follow these rules to get this outcome. Why would you fuck it up with trading for too long? There's no point. There's just no point. Try to make your money. You didn't make money today. Okay, tomorrow's another day. Don't just keep on trading because you're only gonna lose money. You're not gonna make it. Okay, and that's just how it works. So you gotta ask yourself the question: for how long can you focus? And when you get yourself to know yourself a little bit, then maybe you gotta reflect on your trading sessions as well. When you look at yourself and you gotta get to know yourself a little bit better and better and better, you maybe can see this coming. Like when you're trading and it's not going well and the market is just not in your direction. Like if you don't have a rule for, like, let's say 3 losses, then I stop trading, or a daily loss limit, then I stop trading. Then you really gotta get to know yourself. So you really gotta create rules for yourself. When do you stop trading? Or when you didn't get to those rules, it's really about getting to know yourself and stopping in the right time. And if you didn't, you also have the daily loss and the rule for when you want to stop trading. So really, you can just create a system where you can prevent getting to the point where you letting your emotions getting a hold of you. Okay, and that's what we're gonna trying to reach. So I hope this helps a little bit. I know I'm sometimes going a little bit all over the place because it's just like I just came up with this video idea over the weekend. Just want to make a quick video about it. It isn't that quick, but like, you know, I just want to give you some ideas, help you think outside of the box, help you reflect, help you to get a profitable trader. And yeah, this is just what it is. Maybe I forgot some stuff, but that's like reason for making another video another day, right? And like if you've anything you took away from this video or that really helped you or stood out to you, please let me know in the comments. Like, support would really help the YouTube channel grow. And if you want to find like-minded people or you have any questions, join the community. Link is in the description down below, and you can ask everyone basically, or you can send me a private message and we're gonna talk about how you can improve. I'm not selling anything, it's just for free. It's an open community. I don't care, like I don't want to get or become a course seller or whatever. I just want to help people, give it away for free, show my own results, and just as motivation for other people, right? So if you have any questions, just join the community, ask some people, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.